Hello, hello. We are live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Good to see everybody joining in so far. I'll be waiting to see who else joins in. We'll be getting started at around 7:05 for another edition of Trivia Club. Good to see those joining in at around the same time I have, just a minute or two afterwards. Say hello in the chats, but good to see everybody. Let us know your team name as well. I'm just going to adjust the screen just a tiny bit. Hello to Down by the Bay, saying hello. Hello. Yes, we'll be getting started in about 5 minutes' time. Until then, feel free to chat in the chats. What else? Oh, yeah, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper to get things started and to continue things throughout the night. It'll be about an hour, 45 minutes of trivia, and then marking those trivias, an hour and a half of Trivia Club goodness to end September. On our way to October. September would have been the third anniversary? Yeah, the third anniversary of Trivia Club at the Rec Room. Another milestone through the year that wasn't quite what we planned. Different kind of year. Hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, keeping into at least at-home trouble. No trouble out of the house. Keep it all inside those four walls and that roof. We haven't jumped into dinner quite yet. That'll be fun, though. Let's see. I'm going to jump into the chat over there, in case you're wondering where my head is. I don't know. Maybe if you say hello, it'll show. Hello to the questionables who are here and ready to rock. Hello to Jan as well. Good to have everyone back again for another round of Trivia Club. As always, yes, all you need for Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse is that pen and a piece of paper. I'll be asking you the questions. You'll be marking your papers or your peers' papers, however you want to do it. Let us know what your team is, what your team name is in the chat. Matt Smith is first. Classic. Just let us know where your team name is in the chat, and otherwise, chat amongst yourselves. Let me know how I'm doing throughout the night, as long as it's positive. And otherwise, let us know how you did at the end of the night with your point total. Remember to keep the answers out of the chat. No answers in the live chat or in the comments afterwards if you're watching afterwards. Let us know in the comment section if you're following along after the point. Let us know how you did. Only a couple of minutes before I jump into the intros and all that fun stuff. Otherwise, hello, hello. Oh, congrats to the NHL who finished up their season much better than baseball or football, that's for sure. A very good wrap up. And the NBA's doing pretty good so far, too. I like a good bubble. Hello to Too Fast, Too Curious. Good to have the teams back. All those familiar faces. Yes, well done in those Stanley Cup finals, too. Not Dallas. Oh, yeah, and the NBA, those video screens in the NBA is a very good use of the field. I agree. Mm-hmm. Good to keep things compact. Hello to the Buddy List travelers. Hello to the Lord and Lady of Asquith as well. Live from the center of the British Empire over there. All right, before we get started, anything else to? No, I think so. I think we're good. My supra-orbital ridge. What's that? Who? Huh? Matt, you lost me on that one. The Sandner, Matt, you lost me. Oh, my forehead. That's true. I am leaning. I'm forehead first. It's those angles. All right. Oh, hello to Cookie Faced as well. All right. Without much further ado, let's jump into it. Let's do this. In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello. Welcome one and all to the 25th edition of Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I'm your host, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. Yes, Russel Harder, that's my name. Not just the man with the bow tie. You're in for 20 questions of trivia goodness here from the Trivia Clubhouse. That's 20 questions of classic pub-style trivia of game show games, all ending with the Trivia Royale, our lightning round question that takes about 5 minutes just to really get your points worth from that one. Hopefully, if you're out and about and not just playing Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse or from your Trivia Clubhouse, hopefully if you're out and about, you're keeping safe, you're wearing that mask, you're helping influence others by simply wearing the mask. Keeping up that good practice. And hopefully if you're in that charitable mood too, or if you want to know all about cystic fibrosis, go to cysticfibrosis.ca. It'll teach you not only about a CF, but also what you can do to help cystic fibrosis as well. This is a community that is certainly affected and certainly within the danger zone when it comes to COVID-19. So do look to help CF at cysticfibrosis.ca if you would like. I highly recommend. And tonight is 20 questions of trivia goodness, as I said. So all you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down your answers on. And otherwise, I will ask you those questions. You give me your answers, and we'll figure out what points go where. I won't be interacting with the participants as I usually like to, so let us know your team name in the live chat. Really, it'll be good to chat with everybody, catch up with any teams that you might not have talked to in a while. Always great to see returning teams, familiar faces. And as every week, I end the trivia night with I Built a VCR, which is an anagram for Trivia Club. And this anagram is any number of things. This one was a 10-year-old film. It's the 10th anniversary movie. That could be found in the anagram Work Sonic Athlete. And that anagram ended up being the social network. Oh, there you go. Already 10 years old. The social network. And what could you win if you got that anagram? Well, good feelings all around. And also you can win that golden VHS. Well, you could win the idea of whichever golden VHS you want. It could be really whatever golden VHS you want. Just let us know, and it's yours, in your imagination. At the very least, take that golden VHS home or find out all about Trivia Club and Trivia Club nights on triviaclub.ca. Those nights are Tuesday nights in which we do this live from the Trivia Clubhouse. We're also on youtube.com/Trivia Club. Surprise, surprise. There's also SoundCloud and the Apple Podcast Network, where we are the Trivia Club Network. We're also going to be on Instagram. You can find us, and I don't believe any posts yet, but soon there will be posts at Trivia Club CA. Yes, Trivia Club CA. The Trivia Club name is owned by a high school in Ohio so far. So until then, find Trivia Club that you know and love at Trivia Club CA on Instagram. Let's see, before we get started, there are 3 cardinal rules, as always. Those rules are: be smarter than your internet connection. If you're cheating to find those answers, you're really only cheating yourself. Don't post any answers in the comments section either, or in this live chat. Keep that competitive spirit sharp. But do chatter. Do chat. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Appreciate it. All right. So with that in mind, do like and subscribe and all those other YouTube things that you usually like to do. I'm getting a keep it going, but I think this is an important social network building thing that I always forget to say. Oh, and I was getting the continue by my producer, my partner, the love of my life. I have not properly shouted out yet. I love you, Chrissy. Maybe that's why she was waving her hands around trying to. All right. With that much said, all that done, let's jump into it. Trivia Club at Home. That's Clubhouse edition number 25. Question number 1 reminds you that tis already the season. So get those pens ready. Question number 1, tis the season. Kraft Dinner has announced a limited edition mac and cheese with this taste to be given away to 1,000 Canadians and 1,000 Americans each. Yes, because it is the season for it. If not for this specifically, never planned for it. But yes, Kraft Dinner has announced a limited edition mac and cheese with this additional flavor. Yes, not just taste. So additional to just cheese. What additional flavor has been added to the Kraft Dinner at KD mac and cheese? It'll be given away to 1,000 lucky Canadians and 1,000 lucky Americans. How could they pass up the chance for that? There you go. That's question number 1. Question number 2, we are reminded that believing is half the battle. So what movie, the top grossing film of 2008, introduced the ill-fated political slogan, "I believe in Harvey Dent"? Once again, yes, what movie, the top grossing film of 2008, introduced the ill-fated political slogan, "I believe in Harvey Dent"? That's your question number 2. Question number 3, we're going to stay golden on this one. So question number 3, what 1970s soft rock band had their biggest AM Gold hits with If, also Baby, I'ma Want You, and Make It With You. Once again, what 1970s soft rock band had their biggest AM Gold hits with If, and the other song, Baby, I'ma Want You, and finally, Make It With You. That's your question number 3. Reminding you to stay golden. Question number 4. Question number 4. We're going to connect for the point on this one. So, connecting for, what's the connection between the answers to 2 and 3? Yes, what's the connection between the answers of questions 2 and 3? It's just the connection between the answers, nothing in the questions. For your context. But the answers do have a connection. For the point on this question number 4, connecting for. I'm getting a random call from a number I don't recognize, so they do not get picked up. Unless that's you calling, whoever you are, then apologies. I don't have your name in my phone. Alrighty, question number 5. Question number 5 is called Best Known For. So name the 4 projects that, according to the internetmoviedatabase.com and its algorithm, that the following actor is quote-unquote known for. Once again, yes, the 4 projects that, according to the internetmoviedatabase.com, the following actor is known for. And in this case, that actor, which I'm asking you to name the 2 TV shows and 2 movies, 2 TV shows and 2 movies that Millie Bobby Brown is known for. Millie Bobby Brown. What 2 TV shows and 2 movies is she, quote unquote, known for? What are the projects within the known for section of her IMDb.com page? These could be critical hits. These could be box office or ratings hits. These could be projects that people talk about. These could even be recent movies or TV shows. That's your question number 5. That best known for the 4 projects, in this case, the 2 TV shows and 2 movies that Millie Bobby Brown is best known for. Question number 6 now. Question number 6. I'm going to ask you about Fall by Any Other Word. So, your question number 6. Before words like autumn in the 12th century and fall in the 16th century were coined for this time of year, yes, this time of year specifically, this season was known as what? I will say it's the kind of thing that Neil Young would sing about. Once again, yes, question number 6. Before words like autumn in the 12th century and fall in the 16th were coined for this time of year that we're in, this season was known as what? I'll say it's the kind of thing that Neil Young would sing about. Question number 7, we're going to ask you about the Tops, not to be confused with the Four Tops, but the Tops. So, question number 7, this album, released in 1971 by a Motown subsidiary, which is a concept album about social injustices and inequities, was recently named the #1 album in Rolling Stone magazine's top 500 albums of all time. I'll give you a point each for the album name and for the musical act responsible for that album. Once again, name that album that was recently named the #1 album in Rolling Stone magazine's top 500 albums of all time. It was an album that was released in 1971 by a Motown adjacent label, which is a concept album about social injustices and inequities. Question number 8 now is called Bit by Bit. I'm going to play a 8-bit version of a popular song. You name that song for a point, and name the musical act responsible for that song for a second point. 2 possible points to be won once again. So once again, name this song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for the song, this Bit by Bit, this 8-bit version of a popular song. And by 8-bit, I mean like a chip tune, which would be a Nintendo-style bleep bloopy song or a old flip phone ringtone. All right, here we go. At question number 8, name this Bit by Bit. That was your question number 8, Bit by Bit. Name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for that song for a second possible point. Question number 9. We're going to stay in the world of music because can't stop the feeling. No, indeed, you can't. Name the actor for question number 9. I guess we're in both movies and music, but name the actor, known mostly for action films, that debuted a new song collaboration with Norwegian DJ Kygo on the Kelly Clarkson talk show this past Friday. Let's once again name that actor, known mostly for action movies, who debuted a new song collaboration with Norwegian DJ Kygo on the Kelly Clarkson talk show this past Friday. Question number 10 now is our first Survey Says first game show game of the evening. This one is called Survey Says. Got ahead of myself on that one. Survey Says is the Trivia Club spin on Family Feud. I'm going to ask you an actual Family Feud surveyed question. And you tell me what you think is the #1 answer as per the 100, yes, the usual 100 Americans surveyed. I don't know from where or when. Hopefully recently. I imagine so. But survey says, name something that expires. Name something that expires. All I need is what you think is the number one answer as per 100 Americans surveyed. Five possible points to be won on that question number 10. That survey says, as long as you guess what is the actual number one answer. There's other options for points, though. If you don't get that 5-point answer, you could still get as little as 1 point. I mean, you could still get as little as 0 points, but you could still walk away with at least 1 point. Name something that expires for our question number 10. Name something that expires. Question number 11 now. It is news according to Kim Mitchell. If you don't know who Kim Mitchell is, ask the Canadian next to you. Hopefully they might have remembered. Let's see. Among other things, there is a shortage of these items in grocery stores. Likely because Kim Mitchell has been pushing them for years. I mean, he might as well. But also because individual portions are far more popular than the self-serve option that almost no one wants anymore. Again, yes, according or among other things, there is a shortage of these specific items in grocery stores. Likely because Kim Mitchell has been pushing them for years. I mean, he might as well. But also because individual portions are far more popular than the self-serve option that almost no one wants to use anymore. Question number 12 now. Well, I'm game. So, this Emmy Award winner, known for playing either notoriously mean people, but also for Emmy Award winning turns as the host of Hollywood Game Night, will be the new host of The Weakest Link. Goodbye. I'm saying, yes, this Emmy Award winner, known for playing either notoriously mean people or just also being an Emmy Award winner for their hosting experience as on Hollywood Game Night, will be the new host of The Weakest Link. This is good casting. Question number 13. It's the finals countdown. The NBA finals in this case. So this former finals MVP is making his 6th straight appearance in the finals for the NBA championship. Once again, yes, this former NBA finals MVP is making his 6th straight appearance in the finals for that NBA championship. That's your sports question. Have I already done a sports question? I don't think so. Sports. Question number 14 is called Brandy, That Ad Is Mine. So you name the brand with the ad tagline. Question number 14, yes. Name the brand with the ad tagline. Is it in you? Is it? Is it in you? Is it in you? Name that brand. And a question from the chat. I am not thinking of that person now. That was a question about 13. Yeah, this person did indeed make the playoffs last year. Because it is their 6th straight appearance in the finals. Oh, Kevin, yes, you did. That call was coming from inside the trivia club, but not the clubhouse. And yes, question number 14, name the brand with the ad tagline, Is It In You? Ooh, I might have a long message on my phone. We'll play that during the break. Question number 15 now. It is countdown takedown time. Yes, this game show game is played with Price is Right rules, but with a twist. So that twist is I'm still going to ask you to give me a number associated with that question. That number will be, if it's right on, that'll be 5 points that you can win. If it's within 25% without going over, that is still 2 good points. And of course, I say without going over because if you go over by even 1, that is 0 points. Or if you're below 25%, also 0 points. It keeps you from doing the $1 bob on this version of our Price is Right question. So, countdown takedown. The number that we're looking for. This number of sarcophagi, colorfully painted wooden coffins buried over 2,500 years ago, were discovered at a well at a sacred site in the south of Cairo earlier this month. Once again, this number of sarcophagi, colorfully painted wooden coffins buried over 2,500 years ago, were discovered at a well at a sacred site in the south of Cairo earlier this month. Well, that sacred site was south of Cairo. Question number 16 now. We're asking you to do not pass, go, cart. So do not pass, go, cart. What did a 1999 go-kart video game with the acronym CTR stand for. It was also remade in 2019 with a nitro-fueled addition to the name. But yes, what do CTR stand for? That go-kart style video game for a point each. Once again, yes, what did a 1999 go-kart video game with the acronym CTR stand for? Give me that acronym CTR for a point each. It was remade in 2019 with a nitro-fueled addition to the name. And repeat on 15 or 16? Let me know. But yes, one more time for question number 16. What did a 1999 go-kart video game with the acronym CTR stand for? You'll get a point for each word in that acronym, CTR. The game was remade in 2019 with a nitro-fueled addition to the name. And question number 15, one more time. Your countdown takedown question. This number of sarcophagi, the sarcophagi were colorfully painted wooden coffins buried over 2,500 years ago, were discovered at a well at a sacred site south of Cairo earlier this month. And name the number of sarcophagi that were found in that sacred site. Question number 17. I'm looking for that TV title synonym answer. Once again, yes, indeed. Give me the TV show with the title the TV show's title that is synonymous with this description or series of words. So name that TV show that is synonymous with the title Preparatory School for Rain Stoppage. Once again, Preparatory School for Rain Stoppage. What show has a title that is synonymous with Preparatory School for Rain Stoppage? Yes, for question number 17, admittedly, I did say TV show. Technically, it isn't TV, but it's still a show. A title that is synonymous with Preparatory School for Rain Stoppage. Question number 18. I'm going to quiz you on IKEA names. Yes, the names of IKEA products, or at least one. So your question number 18. Alkalisk. Once again, Alkalisk is the name of these disposable things sold at IKEA, which makes sense from an ingredient standpoint, I guess. So once again, Alkalisk is the name of these disposable things sold at IKEA. The name makes sense from an ingredient standpoint, at least. Alkalisk is spelled Alkalisk. And our question number 19, it's a 19-word hint for a 19-letter movie title. I enjoyed that enough the first time. I'm going to bring it back. So, today's 19-word hint for a 19-letter movie title. No Twinkies for Woody Harrelson this time, but hordes of undead still to battle in this decade later Zomcom sequel. One more time. Your 19-word hint for this 19-letter movie title on question 19. No Twinkies for Woody Harrelson this time, but hordes of undead still to battle in this decade later Zomcom sequel. Any more? Oh, and before I jump into question number 20, our Trivia Royale, are there any questions I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition? I can give you number 8 once again. Yes, indeed. Number 8, our bit by bit. So this is the 8-bit version of a popular song. You name that song for a point, name the musical act responsible for that song. Here is that question number 8. That was that question number 8, that bit by bit audio clue once again. All right, and question number 3, I'm going to go in order of them coming up so I can keep track. All right. Question number 3, stay golden. So what 1970s soft rock band had their biggest AM Gold hits with If and Baby I'ma Want You and Make It With You? Alrighty, our next one is, let's see, I believe it is question number, where is it? Question number 9? Oh yes, question number 9. Oh yeah. Actually, I'll do 6 and 9 since that would be the next one too, and the one after that. So question number 6 and then question number 9. Question number 6, once again, fall by any other word. So before words like autumn in the 12th century and fall in the 16th century were coined for this time of year, this season that we're in was known as what? And it's the kind of thing that Neil Young would sing about. And question number 9, can't stop the feeling. Name the actor known mostly for action movies who debuted a new song collaboration with Norwegian DJ Kygo on the Kelly Clarkson talk show this past Friday. Question number 11, news according to Kim Mitchell. So among other things, there is a shortage of these specific items in grocery stores, likely because Kim Mitchell has been pushing them for years. I mean, he might as well. But also because individual portions are far more popular than the self-serve option that almost nobody wants to use anymore. And question number 13, and after this I'll be jumping into that Trivia Royale, or question number 20, but question number 13, Name the former finals MVP who's making his 6th straight. Do you know what time it is? It's time for that Trivia Royale. All right, I'm going to queue up the 5-minute time limit. That'll also give you a chance to ask me to repeat anything. I can do 13 again. Okay, 13. One more time on that finals countdown. This former finals MVP is making his 6th straight appearance in the NBA Finals for that championship. Question number 20 now. Our Trivia Royale. There's 5 minutes on the clock before we jump into this Trivia Royale. So it's a point for every correct answer. Full names for full points. I mean, I don't think there's really a chance for half points unless you really try to, but there's 5 minutes, so full answers. Rolling Stones magazine compiled the 3rd edition of their 500 greatest albums of all time list, as I was saying in a previous question, and debuted the list this past week. So from the 500 albums, name any 10 of the 17 musical acts that had at least 4 of their albums appear on the 2020 version of that 500 greatest albums list. Clock is starting. Once again, for that 500 greatest albums of all time list that was compiled for the 3rd time by Rolling Stones magazine. Name any 10 of the 17 musical acts, be they singular or groups, that had at least 4 albums appear on the 2020 version of the 500 greatest albums list. This is according to Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia. Start thinking of those great musical acts, be they singular or groups, who have had at least 4 great albums, and then think to yourself, would they be Rolling Stones magazine's great albums? And I mean, go from there, but I want at least 10 names for a point each. There are 17 possible musical acts that could get you points, but yes, all you need to do is name 10. A little less than 3.5 minutes remaining. 3:23 remaining. Try to fill in any blanks that you have not yet already. After this, we'll be marking our papers or marking our peers' papers or marking our own papers, however you want to do it. You can mark your papers with your non-dominant hands just to mix it up. Two minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Actually, less than that now because I was saying it as it was happening. 2:35. So just past that halfway mark on that 2:20 of that 500 greatest albums of all time list, compiled for the 3rd time by Rolling Stones magazine. Name any 10 of the 17 musical acts that had at least 4 albums appear on that list. Musical acts. The musical act with the most albums was an act with 9 9 albums. But yes, name any musical act, be they singular or group, who had at least 4. A minute 20 remaining. 1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute 15 now. There you go. If you have any other blank spaces on your sheet, look to fill out those if you haven't already. Or not. Dealer's choice. Okay, 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Hopefully you're all keeping entertained, having fun out there. And there's 30 seconds to go. These days can be up and down, but we do what we can in this weird new world. Another Trivia Club logo. They're everywhere. 15 seconds remaining. 15 seconds. In naming those musical acts, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep, beep, beep. That is time. Yes, finalize that answer. Pass those papers to your peers. It is time to mark your papers. If you are peerless, then keep your paper and mark your own. All right, here we go. Here are those answers from that Trivia Club at home, number 25. Is this Trivia Club home, number 25. Question number 1, 'tis the season for craft dinner to just make us really question the seams of reality. They've announced a limited edition mac and cheese as KD. It will be given away to 2,000 people, and that's it. It's flavored with pumpkin spice. Of course, 'tis the season. It's going to be pumpkin spice craft dinner. Admittedly, and maybe to let Kevin off the hook, or I just want to know the twist at the end. I didn't get a voicemail. Yeah. No voicemail. Maybe we would realize that the 15, and then it's, that is wonderful. My sister's on the wait list for that pumpkin spice Katie. Nice.
That's funny.
Question number 2. I mean, I guess I should have expected that. Question number 2, believing is half the battle. Hello to Laura. Hello. This is the answer portion. If you want to try to answer as they're coming in, you can. Or you can always rewind back and let us know what you got point-wise in the comments section. Good to see you, though. Question number 2, believing is half the battle. So what movie, the top-grossing movie of 2008, introduced the ill-fated political slogan, "I believe in Harvey Dent"? That would be The Dark Knight. Harvey Dent being Two-Face. Eventually. Spoilers. The Dark Knight is the answer. Question number 3. Stay golden. So what 1970s soft rock band had their biggest AM gold hits with "If," "Baby, I'ma Want You," and "Make It With You"? That's my AM rock voice. That would be the soft rock band Bread. So what's the connection between Bread and The Dark Knight? They both rise. The Dark Knight rises and Bread rises. Question number 5, best known for. So the 4 projects, 2 TV shows and 2 movies, 2 and 2. In this rare case, that Millie Bobby Brown is known for. So for a point each, the 2 TV shows, and again, it's like broadly TV, but Stranger Things for a point, and NCIS for a second point. I guess so. NCIS. That's what you get for being so young, Millie Bobby Brown. NCIS is very prominent on your resume. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Can't turn away a potential part of my audience. And the movies, for a point each, are Enola Holmes. Nice. And Godzilla, King of the Monsters. HE knows. Once again, for a point each, Stranger Things, NCIS, Enola Holmes, now on Netflix, and Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Question number 6, fall by any other word. So before the words autumn in the 12th century and fall in the 16th were coined for this time of year, proving that, especially when it comes to language, I mean, everything was recently invented. Yes, what was this season known for or known as? It's the kind of thing that Neil Young would sing about. Harvest. It was known as harvest. Harvest season, just harvest. I will say, what about Just Godzilla for the best known for? Unfortunately, that's a different specific movie, so that won't be a point. She was in the sequel, or one of the sequels. Godzilla did not have Millie Bobby Brown. Had an Olsen sister, but no Brown. Question number 7 now. The Tops, not to be confused with the Four Tops. So this album, released in 1971 by a Motown adjacent label, which is a concept album about social injustices and inequities, was recently named the #1 album in the Rolling Stones magazine Top 500 Albums of All Time. Point for the album, point for the musical act. That album was What's Going On, for a point, by Marvin Gaye. For a second point, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. 2 possible points. Question number 8 now, bit by bit. I'm going to play that, or I played that 8-bit version. You name that song. It was a tougher one because it was mostly just thrashing guitars and drums as heard through an 8-bit old Nintendo. So your question number 8. That is Ride the Lightning. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Ride the Lightning by Metallica. That was as close as we got to a Stanley Cup question. Ride the Lightning by Metallica. A point for each one of those. 2 possible points. Question number 9. Can't Stop the Feeling. Just dance. So name the actor known mostly for action movies that debuted a new song collaboration with Norwegian DJ Kygo on the Kelly Clarkson talk show this past Friday. Truly, we're living in the Mad Libs universe. That collab was with Vin Diesel. If you haven't watched this debut of the song, it is 2020. Vin Diesel. Fast and the Furious isn't coming out this year. He's got to do something. Question number 10. Survey says, we ask you to name something that expires. Name something that expires. I'm going to start with the 1-point answer and move up to the 5-point answer. So if you wrote down this 1-point answer, I mean, you had license to do so. I would be driver's license. I'd also accept identification, ID. But driver's license specifically and also acceptable was ID, something that expires. Two points now for this survey says answer, naming something that expires. I mean, sometimes it's, wait, no. Something. This will allow you for some recreation as long as you park. That would be parking meter for the points. That parking meter for 2 points. Parking meter, naming something that expires. Live chat says lube. Not in there. Not in there, no. But it actually does. Anyway. 3 points. Survey says name something that expires. Naming something that expires. I would try to think of a pun for this one, but it just feels like I'm milking it. That'd be milk. Yes, indeed. Milk. Or malk. Or malk. Or milk. Whatever vowel you want to add to that. Milk. For 3 points. 4 points. 4 points if really this is a cut above of an answer. That'd be coupon. Coupon. 4 points for coupon. And 5 possible points, 2E1, naming something that expires. Well, the numbers are there. Hopefully the numbers are also in the bank. That would be your bank/credit card. That answer is money. That answer is money. So 5 points for bank/credit card. 4 points for coupons. 3 points for milk. 2 points for parking meter. And 1 point for driver's license or ID. Question number 11. News according to Kim Mitchell. I'm glad we're still getting our news from Kim Mitchell. It's very helpful. Among other things, there is a shortage of these in grocery stores, likely because Kim Mitchell has been pushing them for years. Might as well go for it. But also because individual portions are far more popular than the self-serve option that almost nobody wants anymore. That would be soda. Might as well go for that soda. Nobody hurts and something. Oh, question number 10. Yes, our survey says, well, the card is money. Money's good. Don't spend. Although, but if it goes bad, though, I know might want to watch for that one. Question number 11. Yes, soda. Question number 12. I'm game. So, this Emmy Award winner, known for playing either notoriously mean people or for also winning Emmys for hosting Hollywood Game Night, will be the new host of The Weakest Link. Hello. That'll be Jane Lynch. Jane Lynch. Also, I guess a secret or a sneaky best in show adjacent bit of trivia as well. And in terms of the self-serve soda, I mean, that's more something that's like the cans in grocery stores are going fast. So fast that they can't even keep up the aluminum for them. And they're just much more popular in the overall soda business than, your gas station or movie theater soda. To the point where they don't know what to do with all this soda. They don't have the cans for it. All right, question number 13. It's your finals countdown. This former finals MVP is making his 6th straight appearance in the finals for that NBA championship. He was a finals MVP for the Golden State Warriors, in which he made most of those appearances. But his 6th appearance comes with the Miami Heat. That would be Andre Iguodala. Andre Iguodala. That's a tough one, admittedly. Yes, missing last year and breaking his, I think it was 8 years straight up to that point streak was LeBron James. So LeBron James is making his 9 out of 10 out of the last 10 years appearance. And Andre Iguodala is actually the first person to make at least 6 straight appearances in the NBA Finals. That isn't either Bill Russell or a teammate of Bill Russell in the Celtics, or LeBron James and his teammate James Jones, who followed LeBron to Cleveland. So if you're either Bill Russell, a teammate of his, or LeBron James and a specific teammate of his, you're doing pretty good, or you're Andre Iguodala. Well done. Andre Iguodala for that point. Question number 14, Brandy, that ad is mine. So name the brand with the ad tagline, "Is it in you?" That would be Gatorade. Gatorade. Question number 15 now, your countdown takedown. So this game show game, of course, was played with Price is Right rules. We wanted you to give your best guess at this number connected to the question. This number of sarcophagi, colorfully painted wood coffins buried over 2,500 years ago, were discovered at a well at a sacred site south of Cairo earlier this month. Hey, it's 2020. Might as well just try to, disturb as many ancient sarcophagi as possible. Can I get a drum roll on that number? At number 27 were found. 27 for that 5 points. 27 sarcophagi. 24 options for very bad luck. So 27 will get you 5 points. 26 to 20 will get you 2 points. Get you 2 points. And if you're 19 and below, that is 0 points, unfortunately. And 28 and above, also 0 points. All right, question number 16. Do not pass go-kart. What did a 1999 go-kart video game with the acronym CTR stand for? CTR. For point H, that was Crash Team Racing. Crash Team Racing. It was remade in 2019 as Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. For that additional bit of knowledge. Question number 17 now, TV title synonym or show title synonym? Not quite TV. Oh, the Crash Team Racing, that is 3 possible points. A point for Crash, a point for team, a point for racing. Question number 17. Preparatory School for Rain Stoppage, also known as the Umbrella Academy, is your prep school for rain stoppage. Question number 18 now. Those IKEA names. Alkalisk is the name for these disposable things, things sold at IKEA, which makes sense for an ingredient standpoint. That'd be the batteries. The IKEA batteries are Alkalisk, not to be confused with alkaline. I guess IKEA is, in its own way, just at least slightly confusing from my very, very English ears. Alkalisk are batteries. Question number 19 19-word hints for 19-letter movie titles. So no Twinkies for Woody Harrelson this time, but hordes of undead still to battle in this decade-later Zomcom sequel. That 19-letter movie title is Zombieland Double Tap. All right, all those points can be added up and then continuously with Trivia Royale. We asked you to name any 10 of the 17 musical acts that had at least 4 albums appear on the 2020 revision of Rolling Stone's magazine 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list. The edition of the list this year was featured much more women and people of color, because they also had many more people that were people of color or women on the voting committee. Funny how that happens. Representation creates representation. All right, so for a point each, our Trivia Royale. With 9 albums on that list, be they from the group or from solo projects, The Beatles. Bob Dylan had 8. Bob Dylan on that list. Neil Young on that list. Hey, Neil Young back again with 7 albums. I believe at least one of those with Crazy Horse, and another one of those with Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Kanye West is on that list with 6 albums. Incredibly disagreeable as a person, but he at one time made good music. The Rolling Stones on that list, also with 6 albums, on this magazine named after them, or after Bob Dylan lyric. I'm not quite sure at this moment. Led Zeppelin is on that list with 5. Led Zeppelin. Also with 5, Bruce Springsteen. Also with 5 is David Bowie. With 4 albums on that list, Aretha Franklin. Radiohead also has 4. The Who had 4. The Who. Joni Mitchell had 4. Pink Floyd, also with 4. Prince had 4 albums on that list. Sly and the Family Stone with 4 albums. Stevie Wonder on that list with 4. And the Velvet Underground on that list with 4, including one with the Velvet Underground and Nico. So once again, for a point each, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Kanye West, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Bruce Springsteen, David Bowie, Aretha Franklin, Radiohead, The Who, Joni Mitchell, Pink Floyd, Prince, Sly and the Family Stone, Stevie Wonder, and the Velvet Underground. Add up all those points, and here's some additional information on that list. Oh, and good night. Good night to Chelsea. To the fam down by the bay. But yes, additional information on that Rolling Stones list. 24 more musical acts had 3 albums. So just missing out for points that you could have named were but not for points. The Band are included in that, just off the 4 albums, but still with 3, so not bad. Beach Boys, Outkast, Kendrick Lamar, Elvis Presley, Madonna, James Brown, Beyonce, Fiona Apple, Pavement, that's fun, Al Green, and the Beastie Boys. Musical acts that had 4 albums or more on the prior lists, but did not have as many on the 2020 list include Elton John, U2, The Byrds, Elvis Costello, The Police, The Smiths, Talking Heads, and a few more as well. All right, I'll start reading out those point totals for those teams. But before I do that, I'm going to give you that bonus trivia. So keep on letting me know how many points you got at home. So that bonus bit of trivia, as always, is called I Built a VCR, which itself is an anagram for Trivia Club. Pretty fitting for that golden VHS that could be yours. This week, we're going to ask you to find the musical act in the following anagram. So find the musical act in the anagram, Howdy, Miserable, Albertan. And the musical act, well, which I will also add, was represented on that Rolling Stones Top 500 list. If it is Howdy, Miserable, Albertan, .44 possible points could be won. Let's see who was able to get what on tonight's trivia. So 28 points for Down But a Bay. Well done. 21 points for the Questionables. Excellent stuff. 37 for Too Fast, Too Curious. So far the lead. 37 points. 19 for Cookie Faced. 33 points for the Lord and Lady. Oh, another strong showing. Team Uno Persona with 7 points. Nicely done, Jan. 19.5 points for Buddyless Travelers. Another 19 points. Oh, just half a point away from those Buddyless Travelers.
Yeah.
19 points for your producer and mine. Tough night. Tough but fair? Nah. 39 points for Crash Test Rummies. The point total to beat now. Yes, 39 points. Well done, Matt. And I'm guessing Kevin, unless he just phoned me and then checked in on me. 31 points for the Hot Boys. Well done to those Schmaley and adjacent teams. And again, thank you to Joel for the background as always. 23 points for the Cunning Stunts. Excellent. Well done, everybody. It looks like that's that 39 points for Crash Test Rummies. Will be our score to beat this week. Thank you all once again for joining in.
Out of 44.
Out of 44 points, indeed. So a strong showing for a few teams. Yes, indeed. 4 teams above 30. We'll see you again October 6th as we jump into October with Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Remember to check us out on triviaclub.ca. That's that, triviaclub.ca. Also at Trivia Club CA on Instagram as well. Thank you as well as always for joining in. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again. As I look into this green light on the laptop, I do picture a full event, all these familiar faces at a live event, at a far side at the Rec Room. Yes, indeed, we would be celebrating 3 years of Trivia Club at the Rec Room if we were still doing live events, at least this year. But one day, hopefully, we will be back in some way, shape, or form, some version of Trivia Club. But until then, Tuesday Trivia, live from the Trivia Clubhouse on the YouTube. Tonight's winners are everyone that stays safe, does what they can to be responsible, and keep this pandemic as down as possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's already a bit of a downer, but keep on wearing those masks. Keep on doing what you can. Staying safe, being healthy. That's what I'm asking. Otherwise, the only other thing to say is the thing we say at the end of every Trivia Club, so say it along with me. Remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way. Yay!
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Bye. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I love you. Thank you. Oh, and you're welcome.